Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. The Yankees get 10 hits against the Orioles and another injury. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports for New York Nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go!
That's all thinks it's the Super Bowl.
We're gonna win.
Got him! It's New York Minute Sports.
Well, there you have it, folks. Welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to visit the New York Nuts merch store. That's the beautiful blue link underneath the video. Well, the Yankees pull out another victory against Baltimore, and they win 5-3. But we're on injury watch once again. As being a Yankee fan, this is just par for the course. If you notice tonight, in the second inning, after McMahon gets the double, he comes up limp, holding his arm, sliding into second base. He did continue to play in the game, but if you notice, later in the game, Caballero was pinch hit for him. Now, it was a right-handed pitcher, and McMahon's a lefty, so keep an eye on that, because the last thing the New York Yankees can have is another injury. Just as they were solidifying that left side of the infield with McMahon and now Lombard Jr.'s Gold Glove over there, another hit to the Yankees. But maybe that means more reps for Caballero, who's been in the Yankees' doghouse. Now, after the second inning, McMahon's holding his arm, then has the play on the dribbler at home where Will Warren has to hit the deck, and McMahon crashes into his arm again. He stayed in the game for a few innings, but then he was pinch hit for. So I don't know if McMahon's going to be okay. It looks like a shoulder elbow thing, but what else is new with the New York Yankees? But one shoe falls and the other one rises. The New York Yankees caught a break tonight. Did you see that Pete Alonso home run? I mean, I'll take it, but that was a fair ball. Major League Baseball completely blew this call. I was listening to the Orioles broadcast tonight, and the announcers have been hounding apparently all season long for the Baltimore Orioles to raise the foul poles, because Pete Alonso hits these towering shots, and he's had a couple of home runs at home that have been called exactly wrong, like tonight, and they need to extend the pole. Pause. But Pete the Meat always plays well against the New York Yankees, and tonight was no different. He gets the home run, goes for a second one, and he was completely robbed of it. What happened was, when they replayed it up in New York, it was inconclusive, so they had to stick with the bad call on the field, and sometimes that's the double-edged sword about replays, is even if it's the wrong call, they have to stick with it if it's inconclusive, just like the NFL. But what was a conclusive outcome tonight was the New York Yankees getting 10 hits tonight. And it all started early with them getting singles, scoring on a sac fly. Hell, even the game winner tonight with Lombard Jr. came off a dribbler with the hustle to first and a pass ball. Whatever way the New York Yankees can score runs, let's do it. And Chris Bassett has a great history against the New York Yankees, and I think the Yankees' game plan was get to them early and hit the ball on the ground, and that's exactly what they do. They need to bottle up the first 3 innings of what the New York Yankees offense did today, and they need to replicate that moving forward. Even though the Blue Jays lost to the Rays tonight in a close one, 7-6, they're scoring more runs because they changed their approach into the small ball that I have been praying for the last 2.5 months on this show and screaming for. But the opposite of small ball, obviously, is the home run, and that's exactly what Biggity Ben, White, Brown, or Basmati rice tonight provided with the huge moonshot home run. So hopefully, he's been teetering back and forth from a major slump since the home run derby, which ruined his swing, just like Jazz Chisholm, just like Aaron Judge when he went into it. The reverberations of the home run derby last 2.5 months after you participate. And if you notice, Ben Rice didn't do well in there. That's why I was scratching my head why he was in the home run derby to begin with. He's a doubles and gap hitter who does elevate the ball occasionally. He just strikes the ball well. So Ben Rice has been holding the fort down, but the reason and partially of his slump is that he has no protection in the lineup. Ben Rice had that great start to the year because, he's got Cody Bellinger in front of him, and he's got Aaron Judge behind him. When those things dissipate, now just Ben Rice is left, and other teams can concentrate on him. And very similar to Aaron Judge early in his career, they're doing the outside breaking ball to Ben Rice, and if you notice that, he's been whiffing on it. That's why I say the book gets out on guys. You're going to hear me say that a lot on this show, but when the book gets out on a guy, they know how to get people out. Aaron Judge, when he hit that 52 home run season in his rookie year, 51, 52, they started pitching him the outside strike and he had to adjust. Ben Rice is doing the same thing, but good thing he has the captain, Aaron Judge, to teach him the ropes in the dugout because the same thing happened to him. Just like the book gets out and adjustments happen to starting pitchers. Just look at what's going on with Cam Schlittler. Ever since the Dodgers played him and had 27 foul balls off of him and got him out of the game, that's been the chemistry and that's been the game plan of other teams against Cam Schlittler. If you notice, since the Dodgers start until now, guys have been getting him out of the game a lot sooner because he throws 3 fastballs and doesn't rely on his breaking ball enough. But speaking of pitchers, none other than Will Warren tonight. 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, 1 home run, 90 pitches. Thanks for coming out. Underwhelming, as always. The best ability of Will Warren is availability. And you know what? He has no out pitch. His stuff is not good enough. He doesn't have the velocity. He can get his fastball up there, but then he can't pick his spots well enough. And I'll tell you this, you know exactly how his start's going to go when in the second inning, if he starts walking around the mound and he starts rubbing the ball for about a minute, you know this kid is lost. You see him shaking his head. You see him start to labor on the bump. That's exactly when he gets lost. They actually zoomed in on Brad Ausmus. He's got the pad in his hand. He's got the pen in his hand. And he's looking at Will Warren like, speed it up. And you even notice, Austin Wells said this about 3 weeks ago in a pregame interview about, hey, why was Will Warren's last start better than the last one? He goes, well, he worked quickly. That's what he needs to do. This kid thinks way too much and get discouraged way too easily. You need to have thick skin as a starting pitcher in Major League Baseball. And listen, I know Will Warren is the 5th starter, but this is the dynamic that the injury to Max Fried brings to the table because now Will Warren will have to stay on the starting staff. The plan was to move him to middle relief, and maybe he could be a Phil Hughes from 2009 little bottle rocket out of the bullpen. And the plan was for the New York Yankees to take some of their starters from AAA, Luis Hill, Clark Schmidt, and Will Warren, move them into the bullpen. Now you build up the bullpen and protect those high leverage arms because you know that Aaron Boone loves to bring in the bullpen guys. They do extend the rosters in September, so the New York Yankees are looking forward to that. No news on Giancarlo Stanton. Aaron Judge is doing baseball activities, whatever that means. Apparently, Max Fried is still throwing the ball. He's not shut down. He will continue to throw through this, but they're taking it easy on him. I think it is mitigating an injury before it gets worse. And none other who comes in to shut the game down tonight. And like I've said on this show before, look how good Bednar is in back-to-back nights when you only bring him in for 3 outs. Aaron Bubbles Buffoon is obsessed with getting Bednar in for 4 to 5 out saves, and that burns him out. The guy can't come in and have 38 to 41 pitches for 1 save. You can't use him the next day. So in back-to-back nights, Aaron Boone brings Bednar in with a clean slate, nobody on base, and lets him get 3 outs, and look how efficient he is. Think about this. Bednar's only given up 3 home runs this year. He gave up 3 home runs in about the first 3 weeks. He got when we got him from Pittsburgh last year after the trade deadline. So Bednar, I think he's at 29 saves now, and he has been a shutdown closer. Think about yesteryear when we were asking about Mason Miller. The bullpen, even though Fernando Cruz was not on cruise control tonight, had a little blip in the radar, but it seems like he's gotten things under control. I know he's been giving up the long ball, but I think he's on the way to getting better. Also, Tim, King of the Hill from AutoZone. Employee of the month every month. Comes in, dominates tonight. It looks like he's getting better after having, right before approaching the All-Star break and after it, he's had a rough go, but hopefully he's getting better, and the New York Yankees continue to put this small ball foot forward and continue to get singles and manufacture runs. Manufacture runs. Everybody say it for the people in the back of the room. Manufacture runs. Why don't you manufacture yourself over to New York Minute? That's NEWYRKMIN. That's New York Minute Sports Show. Anywhere in that smoke wagon, you call the information superhighway. Also, have you become a New York nut yet? For $1.99 a month, you get twice the show for half the dough. The Mondays membership with Mike from Pudgy Boys Sports. Also, go over to the New York Nuts merch store. That's the beautiful blue link underneath the video. All the t-shirts shown during the show are made in the USA, just like yours truly. Go grab one now. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Good night, Canada. Go and beat the Rays tomorrow. Bye.
That's your boy.
So
You said he was.
Goodbye. That's my boy.